Hello everyone, and welcome to this educational video designed especially for grade art students. Today, we'll be exploring important questions and answers based on the Cambridge curriculum. These questions will not only help you understand the chapter better, but also prepare you for your exams with confidence. So, grab your notebook, listen carefully, and let's begin the learning journey together. Q. What does the term living in a given area refer to? A. It refers to the day-to-day economic activities or occupation to secure life's necessities. Q. What is the main focus of this chapter? A. The livelihood patterns of people living in Uttar Pradesh. Q. What is the primary source of livelihood in Uttar Pradesh? A. Agriculture. Q. How many agricultural households were there in Uttar Pradesh in 2012-13? And what percentage did they represent of rural India? A. 18 million households, accounting for 20% of rural India's agricultural households. Q. What is one of the oldest economic activities known to humans? A. Agriculture. Q. What are human activities that earn income called? A. Economic activities. Q. What type of economic activity is agriculture classified as? A. A primary activity. Q. Can you locate Uttar Pradesh on the map of India? A. Yes. It is located in northern India. Q. How might the geographical location of Uttar Pradesh contribute to it being an agrarian economy? A. Its fertile plains and river systems support agriculture, making it ideal for farming. Q. How did agriculture influence the lifestyle and settlement patterns of humans? A. It allowed humans to settle permanently and adopt a sedentary lifestyle. Q. Why has agriculture been considered essential for the growth of human civilization? A. Because it provided a stable food supply and supported the development of societies. Q. What is the relationship between the success of agriculture and human civilization? A. Civilizations flourished wherever agriculture thrived. Q. What activities are included in modern agriculture? A. Preparing soil, growing crops, rearing animals, feeding, breeding, and raising livestock. Q. How many districts in Uttar Pradesh cultivate rice? A. Rice is cultivated in 70 districts of Uttar Pradesh. Q. How many districts fall under the high productivity group for rice cultivation? A. 7 districts. Q. How many districts are in the medium productivity group? A. 29 districts. Q. How many districts are in the medium low productivity group? A. 26 districts. Q. How many districts fall under the low productivity group? A. 5 districts. Q. How many districts are in the very low productivity group for rice? A. 3 districts. Q. What are the climatic and soil conditions of Uttar Pradesh suitable for? A. Cultivating rice, cotton, jute, sugar cane, arhar, millets, groundnut, and maize. Q. What type of crop is rice classified as? A. A kharif crop. Q. Which crop is the second most important kharif cereal crop in Uttar Pradesh? A. Maize. Q. What rank does Uttar Pradesh hold in maize production in India? A. 3rd. Q. In which season is maize grown? A. Summer monsoon season. Q. What percentage of Uttar Pradesh's geographical area is used for maize cultivation? A. 13.77%. Q. With what crops is maize grown in rotation? A. Legumes like soybean and cowpea. Q. Why must legumes be planted before the southwest monsoon? A. Because excess rain affects their growth and development. Q. Name any 4 major maize growing districts in Uttar Pradesh. A. Meerut, Ghaziabad, Bulandshahr, Farrukhabad. Q. Which district is the largest producer of maize in Uttar Pradesh? A. Manipur. Q. When are rabi crops sown and harvested? A. Sown in November, December and harvested in April, May. Q. What is the main rabi crop in Uttar Pradesh? A. Wheat. Q. What helps in growing rabi crops besides irrigation? A. Rainwater from western temperate cyclones. Q. Name any 4 major rabi crops in India. A. Wheat, barley, gram, mustard. Q. Why are peas harvested early? A. Because they are ready for harvest early. Q. When are Indian markets flooded with green peas? A. From January to March, peaking in February. Q. In which part of Uttar Pradesh is wheat grown most extensively? A. Western Uttar Pradesh. Q. Name 4 major wheat producing districts in Uttar Pradesh. A. Meerut, Aligarh, Agra, Muzaffarnagar. Q. Which state leads in wheat production in India? A. Uttar Pradesh. Q. What are Z crops also known as? A. Filler crops. Q. When are Z crops sown and harvested? A. Sown in March and harvested in June. Q. What type of weather do Z crops require? A. Warm and dry weather. Q. What are some examples of Z crops? A. Melons, pumpkins, cucumbers, and fodder crops. Q. Where are seasonal fruits like melons mostly grown? A. In the Gangetic belts of India. Climate and crop growth. Q. What factors besides the monsoon affect the growth and productivity of crops? A. Timing, quantity, and duration of rainfall, as well as soil conditions. Forestry and logging. Q. Which regions of Uttar Pradesh have significant forest areas? A. The Tere region and the Vindhyan ranges. Q. What are some forestry products harvested in Uttar Pradesh? A. Timber, firewood, bamboo, and medicinal plants. Q. What additional value do forest areas provide besides economic benefits? A. They are home to wildlife and add ecological value. Q. Why is sustainable forest management important? A. To balance environmental conservation with the economic needs of local communities. Animal husbandry and dairy farming. Q. What is Uttar Pradesh known for in animal husbandry? A. Cattle rearing and dairy production. Q. What makes Uttar Pradesh one of the largest milk producers in India? A. Its large population of buffaloes and cows. Q. What other activities are included in animal husbandry? A. Goat rearing, poultry farming, and sheep rearing. Q. How does livestock benefit rural families? A. It provides income and nutritional security. Fisheries. Q. In which areas of Uttar Pradesh is fishing a significant activity? A. In regions near the Ganges and its tributaries. Q. What are the major types of fisheries practiced in Uttar Pradesh? A. Inland fisheries, aquaculture, and pisciculture. Q. What types of fish are commonly cultivated in Uttar Pradesh? A. Carp, catfish, and tilapia. Q. Why is fishing considered a primary activity? A. Because it involves the direct use of natural resources for livelihood. Mining and quarrying. Q. Where are mineral resources mainly found in Uttar Pradesh? A. In the southern districts, especially the Vindhya region. Q. What are some major minerals extracted in Uttar Pradesh? A. Limestone, sandstone, silica sand, marble, clay, granite, and slate. Q8. What are sandstone and limestone used for in Uttar Pradesh? A. They are used in construction and industrial applications. Q2. How do mining activities benefit local communities in Uttar Pradesh? A2. They support infrastructure development and provide employment. Q3. What is the primary factor influencing Uttar Pradesh's economy? 18. The performance of agriculture and allied activities. Q4. Where are the high agricultural productivity districts in Uttar Pradesh located? A4. Mainly in the western region. Q5. Why is monsoon failure a threat to agriculture in UP? A5. It leads to drought and crop failure due to erratic rainfall. Q6. How much of Uttar Pradesh's land is flood prone? A6. About 73.6 lakh hectares. Q7. How does drought impact agriculture in Uttar Pradesh? A7. It causes annual losses that vary depending on severity. Q8. What is the average size of agricultural landholding in Uttar Pradesh? A8. 0.9 hectares. Q9. How does land fragmentation affect farming practices? A9. It prevents mechanization and modern practices, resulting in low productivity. Q10. What is a major issue in rural land ownership in UP? A10. Unequal land distribution, where a few hold large lands while most have small plots. Q11. How does insecure land tenure impact farmers? A11. It discourages investment and adoption of sustainable farming practices. Q12. What is a major challenge in water management for agriculture in UP? A12. Lack of proper irrigation infrastructure and uneven water distribution. Q13. What problem is caused by overuse of groundwater in UP? A13. Steady depletion of groundwater resources. Q14. What is the main method of irrigation in UP? A14. Tube wells and flood irrigation. Q15. Why is mechanization low among small farmers in UP? A15. Due to small land size, lack of awareness, and capital constraints. Q16. What farming methods are still widely used in UP? A16. Obsolete tools, manual labor, and low-tech techniques. Q17. How has soil fertility been affected since the Green Revolution? A17. Excessive use of chemical fertilizers has reduced organic matter and humus. Q18. What are the effects of soil degradation in UP? A18. Poor crop growth, pest attacks, altered soil pH, and reduced productivity. Q19. What happens due to imbalanced use of urea? A19. It leads to long-term soil fertility loss. Q20. How do poor cropping systems affect soil health? A20. Continuous cultivation without rotation depletes nutrients. Q21. What marketing challenges do UP farmers face? A21. High transport costs, poor infrastructure, price fluctuation, and exploitation by middlemen. Q22. Why are storage facilities important for UP farmers? A22. Lack of storage forces them to sell produce at low prices immediately after harvest. Q. 23. What causes post-harvest losses in UP? A. 23. Poor storage, transportation, and market infrastructure. Q. 24. How can rural infrastructure help farmers in UP? A. 24. It can reduce losses and help them earn fair prices by strengthening supply chains. Q. 25. What should be explored regarding government support in UP? A. 25. How the state implements financial assistance for underprivileged farmers. Financial challenges in agriculture. Q8. What makes many farmers in Uttar Pradesh financially vulnerable? A. Lack of access to formal credit, insurance, and risk mitigation mechanisms. Q2. What is the consequence of borrowing from informal sources for farmers? A2. It puts them in heavy debts that can last for generations. Q3. How do inefficient marketing systems affect farmers in UP? 18. They lead to price volatility and inadequate income for farmers. Q4. What trend is observed between land productivity and rural poverty in UP? A4. There is a divergence, with rural poverty remaining despite higher land productivity in some districts. Manufacturing industries in Uttar Pradesh. Q5. What role does Uttar Pradesh play in India's industrial sector? A5. It has a diverse manufacturing base and contributes significantly to the economy. Textiles and garments. Q6. Which cities in Uttar Pradesh are famous for textiles and garments? A6. Kanpur, Agra, and Meerut. Q7. What products are made by the textile industry in UP? A7. Cotton fabrics, woolen garments, and traditional handloom products. Sugar industry. Q8. What is Uttar Pradesh's rank in sugar production in India? A8. It is the largest producer of sugar in India. Q9. What are the main products of the sugar industry in UP? A9. Raw sugar, refined sugar, molasses, and ethanol. Cement industry. Q10. How does the cement industry contribute to Uttar Pradesh's economy? A10. It is a significant contributor with several major cement plants. Q11. What types of cement are produced in UP? A11. Ordinary Portland cement, blended cements, and other construction-grade cement. Automobile and auto parts. Q12. Where are the automobile industries mainly located in UP? A12. Noida and Greater Noida. Q13. What does the automobile industry in UP produce? A13. Automobiles, two-wheelers, auto parts, and components. Food processing industry. Q14. What does the food processing industry in UP include? A14. Packaged foods, beverages, dairy products, and processed fruits and vegetables. Electronics and electrical goods. Q15. What does UP's electronics industry manufacture? A15. Electrical appliances, consumer electronics, and industrial electrical equipment. Manufacturing hubs. Q16. What is Kanpur known for industrially? A16. Textiles, leather goods, and engineering industries. Q17. What is Agra famous for in manufacturing? A17. Leather products and traditional crafts. Q18. What does Meerut specialize in? A18. Sports goods, musical instruments, and auto parts. Q19. What are Noida and Greater Noida known for? A19. IT services, electronics, and automobile industries. Local small-scale industries and handicrafts. Q20. What is Uttar Pradesh known for in terms of cultural industries? A20. Its rich cultural heritage and historical handicrafts. Q21. What are some popular handicrafts from Uttar Pradesh? A21. Moradabad brassware and Banarasi silk saris with Zardosi embroidery. Q22. What role do cottage industries play in UP? A22. They provide livelihood to a large number of people. Brassware industry. Q23. Why is Moradabad called the Pital Nagri? A23. Because of its famous brassware and handicrafts industry. Q24. Where are the artisans of the brassware cluster in UP located? A24. Banaras, Lucknow, Agra, and Jalesar. Q25. What makes Moradabad's handicrafts unique? A25. Exceptional engravings and colored enameling. Brass industry in Moradabad. Q1. What changes were introduced in the Moradabad brass industry in 1980? A1. Various other metal wares were introduced along with technologies like electroplating, lacquering, and powder coating. Q2. What percentage of India's brassware and handicraft exports come from Moradabad? A. रात्री से 2:40 of total exports in this category. Q3. What special designation does Moradabad have from the Government of India? A3. It is a designated special economic zone. Says. Glassware in Firozabad. Q4. What is Firozabad known as? A4. The glass city of India. Q5. What traditional technique is used by artisans in Firozabad to make glassware? A5. Mouth blowing. Q6. What types of glass products are made in Firozabad? A6. Lanterns, kitchenware, bangles, and decorative items. Kurja pottery. Q7. Where does Kurja pottery originate from? A7. The Bulandshahr district of Uttar Pradesh. Q8. What makes Kurja pottery well known? A8. Its high quality and artistic crockery and craftsmanship. Q9. How many people are employed in the Kurja pottery industry? A9. About 15,000 official employees and 25,000 unofficial workers. Q10. How many pottery units and factories are there in Kurja? A10. Around 500 units and nearly 400 factories. Q11. What types of items are produced in Kurja pottery? A11. Crockery, artwares, electrical goods, sanitary wares, tiles, and household items. Q12. How much export value did Kurja pottery generate in 1999 ते 2000? A12. Around 2,500 रुपये million, including 148 रुपये 20 पैसे million worth of exports. Woodwork in Saharanpur. Q13. What is the main handicraft of Saharanpur district? A13. Woodcraft. Q14. How long has Saharanpur been known for its woodcraft? A14. For nearly 4 centuries. Q15. What is Saharanpur also known as? A15. The Shisham Wood Village. Q16. What makes Saharanpur's wood products special? A16. Their beautiful and intricate designs and carvings. Q17. What is the main raw material used in Saharanpur's wood industry? A17. Shisham wood. Q18. What impact has the wood industry had in Saharanpur? A18. It has boosted self-employment and created direct and indirect job opportunities. Wooden toys of Varanasi. Q19. What materials were originally used to make wooden toys in Varanasi? A19. Ivory. Q20. What materials are now commonly used for Varanasi toys? A20. Shisham wood and mango wood. Q21. What do the designs on Varanasi wooden toys usually depict? A21. Animals, flowers, and various other figurines. Great job, everyone! You've just completed a quick revision of key questions and answers from your Cambridge textbook. Remember, regular practice and understanding the concepts are the keys to success. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such study videos. Keep learning, keep growing, and see you in the next video.